If you've gone from the working mom to stay-at-home mom, you might be battling with some strong feelings, thinking your time is unimportant and that your time is being zapped from you and you have no idea where it went. If you too have felt these emotions, please leave a little hand up emoji in the comments below so I know I'm not alone in this and that I'm not crazy for feeling this way. I think these thoughts and feelings are very real and that they need to be addressed. So as we should with all things, we're going to take a look in the Bible and see how God can help encourage us with this season of motherhood. It's going to help us do three things. We're going to, 1, acknowledge that stay-at-home mom life is not easy. 2, we're going to view things with a godly perspective. And then 3 is the action plan. We're going to discuss physical ways that we can pursue changing how we view these stressful moments. I don't know why the world views the life of stay-at-home moms as easy, but for some reason, people who have never done this before view this life as being a chillax at home with perfectly behaved children. Like this lifestyle is almost cushy, when it's in fact quite the opposite. Your day might start off with a simple to-do list that might have, 2 things, and then the day somehow ends in absolute chaos. My day started off with a short run, and then it proceeded into taking care of my toddler once she woke up. And then my goal after that was to work on this YouTube video, working around the playing and learning time with my toddler. It started out that way, but then it turned into including being on the phone for an hour and a half trying to get my husband's phone unlocked so I can sell the phone to my sister. And this is after a day where I've already worked on this project for 5 hours. The phone, not the YouTube video. And while I'm on the phone with this person, my toddler decides to have a wet burp and vomit all over the place. And I have to schedule an appointment for my husband and then reach out to my daughter's doctor just to ask some questions and figure some things out. And then not to mention the laundry that has sat in the middle of the floor for the last 3 days. And the laundry takes twice as long to do because my little helper decides to unfold everything I've just folded. And then there's the dishes. Our house is old and we do not have a dishwasher, so I'm the dishwasher. And if I don't keep on top of them, then they just spread out all over Kingdom Come in the kitchen, and then I have to get to them later where they proceed to take a half hour of my evening relaxing time while my baby is asleep. And then there's meal prepping. We can't even get into talking about how our kids' appetites change. One day they love one meal, the next day they can't stand that exact same meal, and then you're just at a loss of what to feed them. And the dust has no mercy. It falls where it may and wills, and trying to keep the bathroom clean, trying to pick up the crumbs that your toddler has left. And then there's the lawn. Outside, it grows even if it hasn't rained in 2 months. So I gotta go out and take care of that too. As a stay-at-home mom, my job is to maintain everything under this roof and keep all the individuals inside alive, happy, and healthy. And I'm sure you could add more to this list. Being a mom comes with so many responsibilities that you have to live outside of yourself, and you're serving everyone else around you. So in all this service that a mom does, let's see how God views our time. As we continually give to others, let's let God pour back into us and encourage our hearts to keep going. We're going to take a look at Ecclesiastes 3:1, where it says, "There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens." Remember that this is just a season. Your little ones won't be small forever. They won't have the dependency on you in years to come that they do today. Try to remember to embrace this season, as one day you'll look back and you'll miss this. And now we're going to take a look at Colossians 3:23-24, where it says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving." When I'm doing tasks, something that helps pull my mind from one of stressing and complaining is this verse right here. When we begin to view these mundane tasks and chores, it is by treating them like you're doing these things directly for the Lord. This next verse goes along with that same idea. 1 Corinthians 15:58 says, "Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor is in the Lord, and it's not in vain. Just remember that these verses, when you're tired and unmotivated and wanting to complain, that God wants us to view these tasks as working them as to the Lord, as to Himself. And we're pouring into our children, and that will bear fruit. We will reap the reward someday. We will get to see our children grow up and have their children and have their careers and their families, and we will reap the reward of that someday. Just hold on right now, because what it says in Galatians 6:9 is, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." So yes, just remember that someday your kids are going to be grown, and they'll have the responsibility of taking care of their own kids, and you'll get to enjoy their kids and get to spoil them and enjoy them the way that you're meant to. But you will reap the reward. Just hang on. This is a season. It's a season. It won't last forever. The hardships of today won't last forever, and it's a season. Someday you will reap the reward of seeing all of your efforts come to light. And then we come to our third thing, the action plan. How can we physically pursue changing how we view these moments? Some ways that have helped me in the moments where I kind of get, stuck in the I'm going crazy part of the motherhood, the kind of day that I'm having, is I will listen to my Bible app. I will pull up my yearly Bible plan. I'm reading through that. I'm listening through that again, and I will just listen to the Bible being read while I'm doing the dishes. So my 20 minutes at standing at the kitchen sink isn't just, the mundane washing away at the dishes. It's doing that, but also listening to the Bible. So that kind of helps keep me out of my mind and just helps me to focus on something else. So I do that while I do the dishes. You can do it at any time that works best for you, but listening to the Bible really can help. If you're someone like me that likes to have just some noise in the background, like sometimes the news or a TV show or something, try turning on a sermon. I love finding sermons on YouTube. My brother has at his church, they do live streaming, so I'm able to go back to his past sermons and listen to some of his sermons. But I just love having that in the background, because as I'm working, I'm able to have that feed my heart as well. So if you're worried about screen time for your baby or your toddler, I usually have it on, but my toddler gets disinterested when she just sees someone standing there talking and nothing bright colors or anything, like her age appropriate, her age grab attention is on, so she usually gets bored and just runs off and plays. So you don't have to worry about screen time with this one. And another one is worship music. If you turn on some worship music while you're, cleaning up, even your baby might enjoy it too. There are some fun albums on YouTube Music that I've listened to, like Go Fish, that have some kid-oriented music, but in a style that can also be fun and catchy for adults that listen to it too. So I love having, music in the background, and it just kind of helps recenter me. So you can do all these things while doing some of the chores around the house, and that can help pull you out of your funk. It can bring you out of complaining about all the jobs that keep stacking up, all the chores that keep stacking up. It can help bring you out of that. Please comment below some ways you've seen your view of this season of motherhood positively change and what you did to get there. Or you can implement some of these tricks and come back later and share how they hopefully helped you. Motherhood definitely has its ups and downs, and it isn't for the faint of heart. But just remember, it's important work, even on days when it feels like it's lacking. Try these tips and see how God can help you along the way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.